Hello everybody and welcome to Battlefield 3. I've finally been able to play this game and get to know it a little better. I didn't have early access, so I started playing yesterday, but basically I'm going to talk a bit about getting your bearings of the map and going into the Recon kit because that's the main kit I've played so far. And not many people noticed how to use the radio beacon, so I'll go into that a little bit. But a few things first. First impressions are kind of up and downy. It's sometimes I have a lot of fun with this game, and other times I get so annoyed because it is a beta, and you can tell they rushed it out. I mean, I think they brought forward the release date for the actual game by like a month or so, to try and beat Modern Warfare 3. I think anyway, but I think what I'm guessing is EA have pressured DICE to finish this game quicker, and so they rushed out this beta and everything like that. And then it's just, you can tell when you play it, it's got so many bugs. People are glitching through the map. They're getting underneath the map and falling down, and you can still kill people from down there. So that gets quite frustrating. The hit detection can sometimes still be dodgy. It's sometimes I just disagree with the kills and stuff, but this really annoyed me. I've done all this sneaky through the bushes because this is my usual route, and somebody just pops out and goes, "Hello, pa-bonk." But anyways, I seem to have died. So, moving on again, moving on, getting back to my point, it's just, it's for a beta, it is very buggy and glitchy, and I just thought, I don't know how much it was like this for Bad Company 2, because I didn't play the beta for that. But sometimes I get to the point where I can't play it and I have to put it down and go take a break because it's getting quite irritating. Like sometimes I'll just have my screen flicker green for like 5 minutes, and it's just so annoying having your screen go green for 10 milliseconds every second or something like that. And it's just for that long, and it's quite irritating. I get a lot of reload glitches where it doesn't do the animation. Sometimes the sound cuts out. I also get a glitch where I cannot aim down the sights until I have fired off some shots and then reloaded. So it's full of things that really annoy you, and I've died so many times, but generally we're not going to care because the beta stats are not being moved over to the final game. So that's my bitch about it for now. Oh, I think the loadout screen can be improved a bit. I think the user interface for that is just a bit, it takes a bit too long to get stuff done, which I found quite annoying to begin with, but you get used to it, and you'll get used to it. And there's me getting knifed. Shame. So anyways, going on with the actual map. Now, to be honest, the one thing, I mean, all the other bugs you can live with. I mean, you're still playing the game and everything like that, and it's not, game breaking or beta breaking. But one thing that it does annoy me is the map, because it doesn't feel like a Battlefield map to me. Yes, it's long and it's quite big, but if you've played Battlefield games before, Bad Company 2, Battlefield 2, 1942, 1943, and 2142, I've played all of those. You know the maps are not usually like this. They are very wide open, they have, cover, they're very well laid out, and I think this one is just quite irritating to play and move up in. And yeah, they've got 3 flanking routes, but attacking, it's impossible because you're just funneling down these corridors, and it's just so, the map itself, I don't think is a true representation of what a Battlefield map should be. And I think it was a bad move on EA or DICE, whoever decided this, to have this as the beta map. So sorry DICE, I love you, but I really dislike this map. So I'll play it for, I'll play the heck out of it, but still, I do get frustrated with it. So, learning the map. What I like to do is go up the left flank. Nobody seems to bother with the left flank, but I do because I love it, because it's got so much cover. And using the radio beacon on these set of M-coms behind this train, nobody comes over to this train and camps around here, because people go forward past the train, and they're not likely to go through the train to where I put the beacon down. So it's a great spawn point, and the radio beacon is just an amazing tool. It's not like in Modern Warfare where you put the flare down or something and then only you can spawn on that once. You put it down and your entire squad can spawn on it for I think until someone destroys it. I don't know if it can be destroyed, but it has disappeared for a while, or until I think you change kit and then respawn or something like that. I think that's how it works. I'm not quite sure, so I'll have to go into it a bit more. But the radio beacon is lovely. I love it. It's especially handy for this map where you literally have to push up, hide, and then spawn there and stuff. So when I see nobody's playing Recon, I'll usually play Recon and get a mobile spawn point down, because otherwise you're just going to be a little screwed. You don't want to run that far. So getting to this part is quite difficult. My team were actually pretty good. They were moving up and actually doing some work, and I was just kind of making sure people were on the respawn screen, and it worked quite well. And this corner is beautiful. I really mean it. I mean, you can just, people trying to run forward to hold the line forward, and you can just pick them off because they don't see you in this corner. You could call it camping, but I could call it being cautious, because I don't know the map very well, because this was quite an early game. I can't remember what level I was, but I just didn't know the map very well, and I just kind of ran up here not knowing what to expect and just saw corner, run. So I'm picking all these people off now, and they're getting disarmed, what we've done, and they've pushed us back, but I'm still here, and I think I die about here. I tried to throw a grenade at, oh no, that's another time. Well, I think the pistols are slightly weak as well. It's quite annoying. But, well, there's not much you can do about that. I mean, they are sidearms. They're not supposed to be main weapons. But, anyways, going on. I'm using the MK11, I think, which is the American starter sniper rifle. And I've put a ACOG scope, 4x scope or something on it. And that's another glitch there. If you've not got any radio beacons left, you'll still try and pull it out and hold nothing, and it'll do the beep, and it's actually quite funny. I laughed a bit at that. But if I did have a radio beacon round the corner, in between those filing lockers, that is a great place to put that. Like just in front of me here, behind those lockers, there's like a little area. Is all I can say. Is that where you can put a radio beacon? It's really handy. Because a lot of people like to a lot of the defenders like to camp in here. They like to hide behind all these lockers like I'm doing now. And to the right of me there's a room looking directly down this corridor, and they love to lay down in there. And of course I just threw a grenade for good measure. Bang. So at least I got one MCOM in this match. I think I've played one game. I armed like 5 of them, and it was like my team were doing nothing, so I'll go and armor myself then. But anyways, what I'm saying, what I was getting back to the point earlier, was the ACOG a lot more comfortable to use than the starting scope you get with the MK11, because it just gets rid of all your peripheral vision. If you watch Corsy's video from when he was using the MK11, he was using the default scope, you got no peripheral vision, and seriously, the recoil is quite bad as well, so it's like, yeah, it's quite difficult to use that scope, but it is a 2-shot kill anyway, so it's a 2 or 3-shot kill. I usually get them in 2, close to medium distance. So we're on to these last parts now, and I don't think I put a radio beacon somewhere down here. I mean, the radio beacons here are good places to put them, because you can spawn in the houses, you've got good line of sight, and if the enemy flanks you and comes up here themselves, then you can spawn in there and ta-da, and I think I get shot, right? No, I thought that was the part where I got shot, but it's probably in the next one where my teammate was being a douchebag, and he was watching my back but doing nothing. So I an enemy walked in and just thought, hey, I'll have your tags, and my teammate just watched me die. So that will probably come up, or I might have been shot, but I remember it happening. I've played so many games now, it's all blurring together because it's the same map. So can't really do much, but you see how the characters run as well. I really like that. I think it's the FIFA mechanics or something. They integrated how the football players move. It's something clever how they move. They integrated that into the engine. and I really like that. So here we got more douchebags trying to spawn campus, and I take 3 of them out, I think. So there's 2, third one's running across, and I think just like, okay, that's 3. So hopefully they're all gone. But no, there's always one more. Why are you in our spawn? I mean, seriously. The MCOMs are out there, and most of my team are out there, so you might want to get out there instead of being here. Oh well. But it doesn't take us too long to take these 2 MCOMs. I mean, they're quite easy to take, to be honest. See, look, put a radio beacon down in this building so I don't have to run all the way from the bloody metro line. But anyways, so now we've taken A, it's all good and all gravy. It's really not too much of a problem to take B, because there's this one spot, I didn't realise it in this game, but there's one spot that's really literally looking close to B, and nobody can see, well, they can, but it's annoying, you know, they won't expect you to be there. So I'm going to be a little bit of a douchebag and camp their spawn, so basically we can move up. And this guy, I think, yeah, he gets away from me. That's why prone is handy. This is why prone should be used and how it should be used. To get behind cover so you don't die. If you're being a douchebag just in prone, not moving and camping, that is when I get annoyed at you, because that's not how Battlefield games usually work. But it is difficult because, you know, it's a lot easier to kind of shoot you because it makes sense in my head. It's easier to shoot because you're going to be a bit slower down there, and if you're laying down, it's kind of like a bit of an easier target for the head, because the head's literally facing you. If you're at an even level and then you're aiming straight at them, then the first thing you're going to see is their head, so easy headshots. And then of course I got taken out here, but we managed to get it, so it's all good, and we won. So overall, kind of, I don't do first impressions because I think, you know, this is a beta, it's not the full release of the game. I've not played it enough to get an overall impression. So you got my annoyances and stuff like that about the game. So I'm going to wait until I played it a lot more, until the beta's over, until I give an overall impression. So, but so far I'm liking it. It's got its flaws, so I'm not going to go into specifics. Okay, here's a previous video from Causey on Battlefield 3 beta, so if you missed that, go check that out, and there are also some recommendations for you, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and take care, guys.